Hi, you may have heard of hackers getting into your systems or infiltrating your email account and posing as you. I'm here today to give you a couple of tips on how to minimize that risk using things such as Password Manager and two-factor authentication. Hi, I'm Steve Conyers with CMIT Solutions, and we provide cybersecurity and IT support for businesses and nonprofits. So the first of the two is Password Manager. I use LastPass, but you can use any of that kind of a password manager. And what they do is they make it so that you only have to remember one piece of information, the master password to LastPass. And all your other passwords can be very, very complicated. As a matter of fact, I don't even create them. I let LastPass generate a very complex password of 10 to 12 characters with lightning bolts and exclamation points and all that kind of nonsense. Then I don't have to remember it. It fills it in for me when I go to a web page or when I log into my email program. What that buys you is, frequently, just so that we can remember, we either write down all our passwords or we generate and use the same password across many different systems. And if any one of those systems gets compromised and sold out onto the dark web, hackers try to get into any system they think you might have, like your bank account or your email account, using the same password that you might have used in ESPN or something else like that. So it's very important to have something that lessens your burden and lets you not have to write down or use simple passwords. Now, that being said, passwords are almost becoming passé in that even with LastPass, I utilize something called two-factor authentication. So that sounds really, really neat, and you may hear it, some people glibly call it 2FA. And basically what that means is that you have something that you have and something that you know in order to get into a system. So the thing that you have typically is your cell phone. I was going to reach for it, but I don't know what I did with it. And there's a code that's on your phone, and the password that you remembered or stored into LastPass. Again, with two-factor authentication, there are a couple of applications. I use the LastPass two-factor authenticator, and it generates a code every 20 or 30 seconds for all the important things that I sign into, such as banks and things like that. So if you want to protect yourself from these online scams and protect your email and your other logins, use a complicated password helped by a password manager and two-factor authentication so that even if someone knows your password, they cannot get into your system. If you find this useful, look around my website or connect with me on LinkedIn. You can see things, white papers and security articles to download here. Again, my name is Steve Conyers with CMIT Solutions, and I hope you have a wonderful, secure, and safe day.